It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello, model citizens. Welcome to Humanity Junction. I don't have any idea what I'm going to do tonight, although I've got a couple of ideas and maybe we'll figure it out. I've been playing with this locomotive and it hasn't been quite doing what I've expected it to do. So I may spend some time doing that. The other thing I thought about trying to do is I've got this car float and I've got this track, and part of my thought is to see if I can get the track into the car float. So I don't know, things to think about, things to figure out. I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place. Joe wants some blue smoke. Lynn says sometimes no idea is the best idea, and that is true. Sometimes you can just turn your brain off. This locomotive probably won't cook hot dogs, but I probably have some that will. I guess what's been confusing me about this locomotive is I've got this one over here behind me. This one here. This is Great Northern 163. This one's good. This one, it's not doing so well. Yeah, so what I need to do, oh, and I forgot to turn the camera on. What I need to do is I take the rail off these ties and slide it in through the little slot on this. So it's essentially like threading a needle like 100 times to get it in here. Barry went to Train Fest in Milwaukee. It was great. Also saw the new N-Scale Kato Big Boy. Ooh, that's a good deal. That's pretty good. I do have a poll going tonight. What should I do on the stream? So far, 56% say maybe, 41% say yes, and 2% say no. So feel free to jump in and check out that poll. See, I noticed I've only got 22 likes. And the way I found, as annoying as everybody thought it was, the way to get likes seems to be if every time I hit a like, if it posts up a message, you see. So, you know, we can either have the bot showing, yeah, see, and I don't know that the bot's correct. Or maybe the bot is correct. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But the bot may or may not be working. Let me turn these stats off just so I don't have anybody leave the stream too early, and let's say hello to people. We'll check in, say hello, see who's there, then we'll decide maybe whether we're going to play with track or whether we're going to play with trains, and we'll see what I can break tonight. So we've got top of the list with the space in the front of his name. We've got Mr. this guy. We're not doing a giveaway. You missed the giveaway. You're late. You're behind. No more giveaway tonight. Although something else might be working tonight. Let's not put the horse before the cart. But we're going to let's say hello. We got SD Pandy Projects here. We got RD0, Awesome America Model Railroading, Barry Olson coming back from Train Fest, Bernard C's in the house, Cameron Caboose 121, Roy Hardwick down in Texas enjoying his vacation, pretending to be Container Man 68. We got Tim from CP368 Productions, Gary Creepy 013. We got Sean from Deckman Productions, Dave BNSF, N-Scale, Dragon Ball DB Tex in the house, Derek Alexander, Don Head, Rick from the Fultz Bailey, Model Railroad. We got Georgia Sunbelt in the house. Gerald Stewart is here. Jim Tedesco, Joe Rader of Black Rock Central. John Benicki, RailServe, John Lynn McCurdy in the High Desert Modular Model Railroad Club. We got Bernard from Mini Prince. We got Andrew, Mr. Pictovid, John from Mystic Railroad, Norman Rowe, Possum Bayou, Quasimodo, checking in right above, Rayron VR, Roger Coleman, Roy Eltham, Russ Rockin' O Railroad, Split Rock Thomas is in the house, Steve Childers, Steve 87th, PSAP, Thomas Grassi, Tim D, Trackside Mike, and at the bottom of the list, we got Mr. Wig Wag Workshop filling it out. If I missed anybody, I see Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt, Dan Brewer, I don't think I said hello to. Thank you everyone for being here. Really appreciate it. We're now going to test something that if it works, I'm going to be happy if it works. So, let's see if it works first with Mr. Bigtovid contributing to the Humanity Fund. Theoretically, if you remember from Sunday when I was trying out the new bot, if you type in SO at Mr. Pictovid, hopefully Mr. Bot is going to post up Mr. Pictovid's channel. And theoretically, if you click on that right now, it is going to take you to Mr. Pictovid's channel. So any of the moderators in here, Drifter, it's not too hard for me to miss you. I know you're there, though. I see you in the background. Did I miss Dwight Curley as well? See, you guys gotta show up quick. Gotta show up quick. There he is, Mr. Dwight Curley. Missed you. Oh, look at this. The bot is posting up messages too for the super chats. I forgot I had that set up. But yeah, so any moderator, if somebody, if you want to mention somebody or whatever, we're talking about somebody, they have to be in the chat though. It does help if you type it in correctly. The person has to be in the chat, and they have to have been in the chat long enough that I've hit the save button, which brings them into the fold. Trackside Mike with the super chat asking for a little bit of blue smoke tonight. We might get there. We might get there. Wigwag saying that he is not seeing the bot messages. I'm assuming everybody else can see them. Dwight says he was in the beginning. Well, I don't know that the bot's going to put the mods out of business. The eventual fun of this is going to be where you can type in like exclamation point red and all the lights behind me can change red. So there's fun to be had. There's fun, you know, everywhere. Trackside Mike's seeing them, Roy's seeing them, Tim is seeing them, but Wiggy Waggy is not seeing them in the chat. You need to do exclamation point SO space at Wigwag Workshop. So if you don't do the at, it's not going to come up. Mr. Pictoven's not seeing the bot messages either. I don't know. So I guess the question is, do people see if I type in a message, do you see my message and just don't like, do people see this message and then they're just not seeing this message, or are they not seeing either message? Yeah. There you go. It's probably an Ohio thing. Dave sees lots of Human City messages. Dakman says, can I type run train 100 miles per hour and the train takes off? Not yet, but maybe. Maybe. See, so Roy just typed in shout out Caboose 121, and then his linky popped up there. Bill from Ozark, Midland, and Southern Railway with a super chat saying, do I hear a giveaway? That was on Sunday. I don't have anything to give away today. Creepy wants to know, is my mind blank? Usually my mind is blank. Bernard's trying to I don't know, program a little bit craziness. Quasimodo says, if I said you have a nice bot, would you hold it against me? I wouldn't hold you. No, I don't. The bot's not going to replace her. I think they're just going to hang out with each other, and there's no giveaway set up. So that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So I can't decide if I should try and let me put this thing on the track back here. Let's see if I do this. Will we be able to see it a little better maybe? I want to try and get this train on the track and see if it's running a little better. It was making this really bad noise. That just a bad noise. I don't know. Lynn McCurdy, the High Desert Model Railroad Club, kicked Lynn out, sent him home to go see and hear me. Lynn thinks that she likes me. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a very good thing. Mr. McToven's trying to do a giveaway of my Wilson Brothers circus set. That is not going to happen. Trackside Mike's trying to test out the bot to make sure she's not giving anything away. I mean, I appreciate that. I think that's a good thing. I think Wigwag, are you on your phone and did you type in Trackside Mike on your phone? Because you put a lowercase s and his name has a uppercase S, and I'm wondering if that if that's why it didn't work. Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider, says a belated hello. I think that's maybe a belated hello to Humanity Junction and all here. Can the bot be bought? The bot is actually free. You can download the bot yourself. So Lynn says he got a thank you for the bot. He did. I set that up. I made that happen. I programmed that crazy bot. We did learn not to trust them. And there we go. So Wigwag's typing it in correctly now. If you go hit that link, YouTube used to have this really great thing where you could click on the little hamburger next to somebody's name and go to the person's channel. The only way you can do that now is if you're a moderator. And that kind of takes away from growing the community because it's harder to find other people's channels. So moderators, if people in the chat are, participating, being engaging, and you know, we want to give them a shout out. Feel free to, you know, shout people out every once in a while. Mr. McToad says Chrome has a plugin for that. For what? I don't know what we're talking about. To make hamburgers? Oh, Chrome has a plugin to add the go to channel back. It does, but when I tried it previously, it was a little sketchy, so I took it back off. But yeah, Thomas wants to know what the secret code is. The secret code to what? Are you talking about the secret code for shoutouts? So eventually what I do want to do is I want to be able to, you know, like hit one button and have it shout out all of the moderators. Or that, you know, that kind of thing, just to kind of give back to people. And so yeah, you know, trying to support people. They need it. So here's, oh, I see. So I typed it in, but if you notice, there was no response. And that's because I think Mr. Splitrock showed up late. So I think if I do it again, now that I hit save, now hopefully it'll work this time, although it still doesn't seem to be working. Apparently it doesn't like Thomas. So what I learned is the way this bot works, the way the shout out bot works is it, you need to take all of the names and save them to this file. And then that file, when you do the exclamation point SO at whatever, then it reads from that file and it'll post their thing. So if you don't hit, if I don't save the information, it doesn't post. But I don't know why it's not posting Splitrock. I'm trying to look at the list. So Splitrock, for some reason, is not showing on the list. My list does not think Splitrock's here right now. You see that? The bot's just, the bot's not perfect. The bot is not perfect. I don't know why the bot is ignoring Splitrock, but for some reason, so I've got what I'm looking at, if people are curious. Let's make this a little bigger. So what I'm looking at is the bot has this list right here of all of the people that are supposedly in the chat. So like it's got me and then it's got my ID, right? So if your name is not in here, it doesn't have that ID, so it can't do the shout out. And I don't know why, but it's, oh wait, Splitrock's up here. There we go, Splitrock's here. So did it work for Thomas yet, or did it not work for Thomas yet? I may have missed it if it worked for him. So moderators are up at the top up here. You can see Andy with the space before his name is right here. But then this is everybody. So that's my bot. We keep trying it, but it doesn't seem to work. Only moderators can shout people out. So unfortunately, if you're not a moderator, does Splitrock have a space after his name? I don't think so. Maybe, does he? He might have a space after his name. But if you just do if you autofill it, I have a space. Oh, Thomas has a space between his ears, which I think we all know is true. So, not that one. This one, no, not that one either. Where is it? Left or right? Left. It should be this one. Let's see why it's not. New Jersey Transit. Amtrak. I don't know why it's there we go. I don't know why that wasn't working. That was weird. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Nothing seems to be working today. So this locomotive, I'm going to attempt to put it back on the motorman track back here. See if I can get this thing running back and forth without sounding like it's about to tear itself apart. So let me just back up a little bit. Let me stop that, turn it on to the motorman, hit run, and it's got a fault. Why do I have a fault? Oh, there we go. And it's off. It's off to the races, and it's not making those horrible noises anymore. So that's good. That's good. Dwight says, I got my mini prints. Who's going to paint them? Dwight, I think you're going to paint it. Roy, if he's got a space after his name, then it won't work because of... Ah, that's a good point. It does look like Split Rock might have a space after his name. But it's... I'm just guessing... It's a little hard to tell, but I think he might have an extra space. Bill, I am saying emphatically, you just put that word in there to try and get me to say it, didn't you? Yes, no giveaway tonight, Bill, but thank you for the super chat, the $10. I really appreciate it. And the bot also really appreciates it. I do know, let me go back to the action. What was that? Super chat. I'm going to change the bot message so it doesn't say bot message, it just says bot. Because I think we all know it is a bot message. Yeah, so now if you do a super chat, it'll just say bot, it won't say bot message, because that's just kind of silliness, right? Try Split Rock 323. No, see, I think when he dropped the 323, he probably added a space in there. But we'll see. Yeah, Trackside Mike was painting some minis yesterday. It was really pretty cool. But what's a bot? What is a bot? I guess it's short for robot. Dave, was there an earthquake? Or you mean when I bumped the camera, there was an earthquake? So here's what's happening. Here's what's happening that's frustrating me. And can I stretch this camera out far enough? This is what I don't know. I don't understand why this is doing this. So the sensor is right here, right there. And I've turned off momentum. So when the train crosses that sensor, it's supposed to stop. But for some reason, it's not stopping. It keeps going all the way to here. But this track is dead. There's no power to it. But you see, it's like it's missing the sensor somehow. You see, it still wants to go forward. Why isn't the sensor changing? Oh, see, this is, let's try this. Stop. All right. We're going to hit that again, which should, oh, I see what's happening. Hold on. It's not load, down, select. All right, so now it's on learn. Now we're going to hit run. Now maybe it'll work? I don't know. If somebody understands any of this train stuff, feel free to fill me in, because I am lost, as you guys can see. Is it senseless? It is senseless. Completely. The High Plains Drifter said, I accidentally left one of my engines run for 10 plus hours. Is there anything I should do, or should it be fine? Should it be lightly oiled? That is a good question for the group. Let's see what people say in the chat. Steve87 says, rip apart the motorman. Don't rip apart the motorman, but head over to ISE, Iowa Scaled Engineering, and I just saw this. I just watched Unstoppable again because it's just such a funny movie. Head over to Iowa Scaled Engineering, use the code HUMAN at checkout, and if you've got a motorman in there, it'll give you 25 bucks off a motorman. The discount's only for the motorman, but it is one of my favorite things. I don't know that I'm the best electronic person in the group. Roy Eltham is way beyond I am when it comes to electronics and that kind of stuff. Norman says, send the loco on vacation. Wigwag says, I still have my Motorman. I need to set it up and put it up on the shelves. Yeah, exactly. Where does Unstoppable stream? That would be pretty cool if Unstoppable did stream. I don't think it does, though. While I'm thanking people, go over to ISC, get your discount there. Head over to Mini Prints, buy a little mini me of myself or of the plumber or of Fultz Bailey or of Sparky or a bunch of different people. I think the Motorman will work for G-Scale if it's DC or DCC. I think it'll work. It's 1 amp or something like that. Yeah, Atherin's funny like that. Atherin's getting better. I think Atherin's been watching my streams, and they've been learning that if you take a really long time to unbox things, that it keeps people around. But thank you, members, Patreon, YouTubers, everybody.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Split Rock says, can I get a Motorman for the trains at my job? If people don't know, Split Rock works with 1-to-1 scale trains. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Lynn says his mini's in the mail along with Sparky, Rick the Tree. Hope they don't fight. My understanding is Bernard is packing them separately because there was an issue with a fight previously, so he started, packing them separately to alleviate the problems. Yes, Unstoppable is the movie with Denzel Washington and Chris Pine. It is a very, very loose adaptation of the Crazy 8 runaway train thing that happened, the CSX 8888. But I would say it is, it's kind of a comedy. It's kind of funny. If you know anything about railroading, it's kind of a funny movie to watch. To watch an engineer and a conductor basically just stand there as a train goes by them with nobody on it, and none of them jump on the train. So, I don't know. Bernard says extra insurance has been purchased for the mini-me's to make sure they don't fight. Is Bernard going to offer a replica studio? That was my best Vanna White impersonation. To go with the Heath figures. I don't think so. I don't think so. Captain Kirk crushes his foot and Bones is nowhere near to help. Chris Pine crushed his foot. Pretty good. Pretty good. He did. Oh, Bernard says studio's not included. Coffee mugs on the layout, tisk tisk. They're empty. They're just here as swaggles. I don't know why I said swaggles. They're just there as swag. I've got my my Humanity Junction hot pot, so I've got some mugs over there to fill up. I did actually make a new mug. These mugs, this one's got the logo on both sides, but what I was able to do there's a new mug that I just posted. It's got the Humanity Junction logo on one side. It's got the Riverside Transfer logo. and then it's got the Riverside transfer picture on it. So it's kind of the both logos, the train, the whole thing. So this is a collector's item. This is the Sidetrack Sunday mug before Rick was in the group. So it doesn't have Rick. So this is now a hot collectible item that is irreplaceable. So yeah, but they're empty. There's nothing in them. If you liked Unstoppable, check out Runaway Train. I downloaded Runaway Train. I haven't watched it. Yeah, Swaggles. So swag. I don't know where swag exactly comes from. We used to joke and say swag stands for stuff we aren't getting, but swag is usually giveaways on events. I don't know why it's called that. Wigwag says, don't forget to water the tree if you ordered a Rick Bailey. I think Bernard is packing some Canadian water in there. And I hear the Canadian water is special with the pine trees somehow. So I don't really know. The 3D Heath on a peanut butter lid will be the Christmas contest. There you go. Bernard is doing another contest. If you saw the Halloween contest that he did, doing a similar contest again for Christmas. Yes, Rick, it is obsolete. And soon to be announced, even more things will be obsolete. A pirate reference. Who made a pirate reference? Oh, Fraggles. I miss Fraggle Rock. Late White Model Railroad. Now I'm like totally, you know, sometimes like your mind goes one direction and the chat goes another direction and you try and go back and read stuff and I don't know, I kind of lost track. Your mini build diorama must fit in a 3.5-inch peanut butter jar lid and preferably be loosely holiday themed. Use at least one mini print detail animal figure or more, or none. He just wants to have fun. Schoolhouse Rock was good. Yeah, Fraggle Rock, the way it integrated all of the different levels of characters and stuff, were pretty good. So, yeah, I've got a lot of projects that didn't come out. So, Heath is lost on swag. I did lose on swag. Dennis is on his phone. I hope you're wearing your protective shoes. Mini prints, oh man. Entries will be featured on the next December Mini Prints Monthly Live Show on Wednesday, December 7th. Oh, so you got to get them in. I guess you got to get them in before then. Oh, gotcha. Yes, Glenn. Now I gotcha. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That's a good one as well. You can build 12 days as well. Does it have to be in the lid or can it be on top of it? I do think some people flipped it on top. Some people flipped it on the inside. Some people built up around it, so it kind of like came out of it a little bit. So I think as long as the base of it can sit in or on the thing, like you can build up. Yeah, there you go. In, on, or under. So you can make it a hat. It's Howdy Doody time. Oh no. So Bernard is having a contest with no rules. So if you want to enter a 20-foot by 40-foot HO scale layout in your basement and claim that that is your peanut butter top 3.5-inch entry, it sounds like under, is that a challenge? Yeah, so constraints. So the artistic constraints is a 3.5-inch peanut butter top. I couldn't find a 3.5-inch peanut butter top. Mine were only 2.8 inches. So it was already at a disadvantage. Lynn says some people used real peanut butter too, but he won't say hi. Bernard's gonna mail me a lid. That would be too funny. So I kind of want to put a train over here and go through set up another train, get another one running on the layout. If people, I don't know, I don't want to do this as much as I want to run more trains. So I think, yeah. How did we get on the subject of peanut butter? It's because Bernard brought it up, because Bernard's doing a contest in a peanut butter lid. I don't have the old thread up either. Bernard, did you do a new, if you send me the picture somewhere, I'll put up the picture. Neither. It can't be crunchy or creamy. It's got to be somewhere in the middle. Do you want my address for the lid? No. Let's run trains. Well, I'm not actually, when I say run trains, what I mean is take a train out of a box, put it on the track, and see if I can't read it into JMRI and get that to work. That's really the goal of all of this nonsense-ness. So I'm gonna, oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm messing with things again. So we'll see. That should work now. So if people post a thumbs up now, the bottle hopefully post it. And I'm trying this thing out where I don't have it on in the beginning and I just hold it on later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna unbox a train. It's 36 minutes in. I'm gonna see if I can unbox a locomotive. India step. Peanut butter was popularized by George Washington Carver. It's next to impossible to find in Europe. Oh, really? I didn't know that. He didn't say you could use a mayonnaise lid. He said it's got to be peanut butter. See, there we go. Mr. Bot likes the thumbs up. Hey, and it's matching now. 50 likes and Lynn says 50. And RailServe John says craziness. I know it is. 36 minutes and they're still on the second air slide. Are they answering questions from the chat? I think he started doing that as well. So I don't have my overhead camera plugged in, so I should probably do that if I'm gonna unbox this. Bernard, what did you send it to? My email? And the camera didn't come on. I don't know why the camera used to just come on its own. And now I seem to have to turn it on. But it's not working. The camera seems to have decided it doesn't want to work at all. Oh, messages. Oh, come on. You know, you're supposed to do all this stuff before the stream starts because, you know, I can't unbox this without the camera on, and I can't seem to get the camera to turn on, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with the camera. It's like it just doesn't want to cooperate. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to pop this off the thingamajiggy, and I'm going to plug this one into the thingamajiggy. And then we're going to go up to the who's it, so what's it, and clip that into the what's it, so who's it's, and maybe see if, yeah. See, that's, Andy, that's the question. That is absolutely the question. So what we got going on here is I got a little obsessed with switchers. So this is a Chicago Northwestern switcher. I'm going to attempt to take this out, attempt to put it on the track, and attempt to come over here and get in here and hopefully add it to the roster, hopefully program it correctly, and do a couple other things. Yeah, I I ended up getting, so the one going back and forth is the Pennsylvania one. The Great Northern one is there. This is Chicago Northwestern, and I got a couple more Pennsylvania ones too. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yes, Chicago North. I figured Chicago was close enough. Northwest, not so much, but I'm having fun with switchers. I'm like 6-axle, like SD70 Aces. They're out. They're out the window. So didn't you know it works? It does. I eat a jar a day of honey. That is, of honey peanut butter? That's, what's with numbers on the cars? Are you asking why on these box cars over there, there's numbers on the top? That is so that when we're doing remote ops, you can see what the cars are. So they're different colors and they've got numbers on them. So you can see the different things. SW1500s are nice. These are, most of these are SW7s, NW2s. So a little smaller than the 1500s, but I'm enjoying these. I'm enjoying these smaller ones. Adam says he's here. Go to sleep. Get to sleep in tomorrow. I can't read. Sometimes English, I don't know. It happens. So we are going to unbox it. You notice how quickly this is coming out of the box, right? Wee Waggy says, I grew up 2 blocks from a Central Northwest main line. That's pretty cool. I was talking to a work colleague today, and I was on a New Jersey Transit train, and he commented that it sounds like his backyard. He apparently lives right on a CSX main line. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I forget where he lives. It's not in this area. But we're doing a project together. Trying to take this off with my fingers instead of just getting the proper tools and trying not to. There we go. Works better if you take the foam off in the correct order. So we're going to put this on the track over here. We'll see. So I've learned if you put it on in this direction, my programming track is from here to here. So if I turn it around in the other direction, as it programs, it drives itself off the programming track. If I leave it turned this way, I've learned that it'll just drive itself into the bumper and everything will be happy. I do realize we're a little bit lacking light on this, but I don't really know. I don't really have a good way to. Is that working? There we go. Now we got some light on it. A few people I know, a few people now know how close I am to the tracks, about 8 people, yeah. I do live on an Amtrak main line. That is very true. It is. I like the colors. I know. I buy things because of their color. I know. Let's see. RailServe John flew over Adam over in the Denver area. So most Class 1 railroads use 6-axle locomotives for switchers, like CSX uses SD40-3s for switchers. Yeah, I don't have the space is really what it is. It's probably cheaper for railroads to just keep the bigger locomotives that can pull more, push more, or whatever. Joey's got some F units, Chicago Northwestern. Oh, do you really, John? Mr. RailServe John says he uses the CNW yellow for his locomotives. Nice. One I have is DC. Could just install a spare decoder for now. Definitely. Okay, so let me just share the display. So we are going to do this the long and arduous way. Let's go new loco. Let's read from decoder. It's been I'm gonna jinx myself when I say this. I know I am, but I've been having pretty good luck with the setup over here right now. So this is a Paragon 4 diesel. We are gonna change the address to 1016 because that's what is on there. Oh, why does it keep doing that on me? 1016. There we go. Oh, interesting. It says NMRA digital only is what it was set at. I don't know that I really care. So here's a poll question for people. I guess I should probably actually make it a poll question. But do people set theirs on NMRA digital only, or do people leave their stuff as DC and all that stuff? I'm not asking. Do people leave it on both DCC, DC, or do people switch it all to DC? John's heading off to bed. John, I hope your foot feels better. Put it up, rest it, ice it, do all that kind of stuff. So Rayron turns DC off. Road name, CNW. We're just going to keep it simple. Road number, 1016. Manufacturer, yes, this is a BLI Paragon 4. The model number is I don't remember what I put for this. NW2. No comments for now. We'll save it to the roster just so it's there. So basic. Read full sheet. Let's just see. BLI. So Gerald leaves them as both. Yes, Norman, 100% agree. Joey says, I don't know any better. So yeah, that's me. I don't know any better, so I just usually leave it. So this does this weirdness every once in a while. You see how it's 768? It's reading the first CV, but not the second CV. So let's see if I can... let's see if I can get it to, oh, programming error. Did it run itself into something? No. Well, we're gonna pretend it's okay. I learned today that the Paragon, at least Paragon 4, I don't know about the other ones. If you go to this mode tab, CV128 places the locomotive in a special mode and automatically sets a number of CVs. So, yeah, Gary, exactly. Exactly. Well, if you just need the motor and trucks, just get a Stanton. Ooh, 5252. JD, thank you for that. I always love when they match up like that. So CV128 places the locomotive in a special mode and automatically sets a number of CVs associated with that mode. So there is a switcher mode that you can turn on with CV128. I turned it on, didn't really do a whole bunch. But what I've been doing for my... Oh, interesting. That is not correct. What I've been doing is I've been changing the acceleration, deceleration rates, and I am not getting any reads right now. It seems to not be happy reading. So let's, I'm going to fix this in a second. Once it stops, I'll show you guys how to fix it. And when I say fix it, I'm going to change a CV that's going to make the locomotive jump more, but it'll read CVs better. Dennis from Otter Creek in Rio Grande said, I saved $23 by using promo code HUMAN at Iron Planet Hobbies today. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Ryan's been great to me. His prices have always just been really fantastic. So I've always really enjoyed dealing with Iron Planet Hobbies. Yeah, Jump, you know how when you're setting things, how the locomotive does that like stuttering thing? So CV20 217 is normally, oh, it's not normally set at 0. It's normally should be set at 110. And it didn't just read. Let's try reading it again. I want to read it first. No acknowledgement. So CV217 should normally be set at lurch. Yes. Yes, lurch. Why would you want a jumping loco? So normally CV210 is set at 110. I'm going to set it to 70, which will cause it to lurch a lot more. So I don't know if you saw it just read significantly faster. It's not starting voltage. 217, at least the way I understand it, is it changes the capacitance. So these Paragon 4 decoders don't have keep alives, but they've got some sort of capacitance that when 217 is at 110, which is the normal number, sometimes it doesn't program really well. I don't, Russ. I don't buy a lot from Micromark. I tend to go and find out where Micromark gets their stuff from and buy it from them. So I don't tend to buy a lot of stuff directly from Micromark. So you notice there we've got things read much faster. Now it's reading everything. So I'm going to use, just for fun, GN173 is kind of the default loco that I like to base things off of. Let me make this a little bigger. So I'm going to bring that, oh, not that. I'm going to bring that one up so that I can compare things. So when I go to the motor here, it's 41.1. So I'm going to change this to 1 and 1. That's the acceleration deceleration rates, basically removing any sort of momentum. I have not needed to speed match yet because I'm not really doing consisting because I'm using switchers, and I'm not really, yeah, they call it a switcher. Yeah, it is and it isn't. So acceleration, deceleration rate we changed. And then the other thing I've been doing is under basic speed control. If you notice, it is going to go from something to 255 or to 175 on the high. I change it to 125 and 37, which has been working pretty well. It's been pretty good for me. So that's what I've been doing with it. That's the only thing I really I've been changing so far. I haven't been changing any of this other stuff really. So that's all I've really really been changing. So if I go back here, save to roster. So now what I'm going to do, some changes have not been written to the, okay, that's fine. So now what I'm going to do, of course the locomotive's stuck over there. So I'm going to take this off. We're going to put it on the track back here. For the motorman, we're going to go, why don't I, you can't, is it going to focus on the screen? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to go here. I'm going to change the locomotive config. I'm just going to change the address to 10. Oh, so what did I forget to do? I forgot something. Does anyone know what I forgot? Before we get going with this, if you notice it did take off though. I did forget something. If you know what it is, you win a prize. If you don't know what it is, you don't win a prize. Let's see, did anyone figure out what I did wrong? Heath is speaking Klingon. No, gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Write to sheet, no. 2-digit, 4-digit, no. Check address, no. I did that. I am just going to show you because troublemakers. So here's what I didn't do is I did not anyone figure it out yet? No, Bueller. I didn't go back to 217 and change 217 back to 110. With the switchers, it's a good idea to increase it again because it helps you get over the switches. But yeah, that's what I forgot to do was I shouldn't have done that way. Yeah, I should have. That's what I said. Oh, yeah. Well, you said it then. You didn't. You like guessed 3 other things first. But yeah, that's what it was. Is I didn't do that. Will Heath be doing a clinic on how to use JMRI on the next NMRAX? No, I am. I'm not very good at JMRI at all. So Grandpa Rails, it's exclamation point SO space at, and then the person's name to get it to work. So it needs to look like this, exclamation point SO, and then it'll respond with the thing right here. Cascade Southern Model Train says, "Hey guys, I actually made it tonight." So you are my people. One other thing first. Oh, what did I forget? What else did I forget? I'm sure I forgot like 16 different things. So I should have left this at 70, done the read, and then gone back. I don't know why I goofed. I shouldn't have done this. I was trying to. Everyone was talking about like, oh, like, you know, didn't save whatever. So I oh, here, stop. There we go. Stop. All right, so if I turn this back to 70, I write this, so that's now stored. Now I should be able to read the full sheet pretty easily. I didn't set BMF. I'll be honest with you. Dennis tried to explain it to me like I was 5. I just leave it at default. I don't really understand it, so who knows. Mini Prince is heading out. Catch the rebroadcast. I don't, except for running this train into something, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be doing, but it does seem to be reading CVs, so that's a good sign. Reading them, you can see down here at the bottom, it's just counting them up. If people don't know, if you see, this is I'm using VNC to remote into my computer that's over on the layout, and that's how I am getting this here. Derek says, I thought Dennis made it really clear. Dennis explained it much better than I've heard anybody explain it, but it's like a day later and I completely forgot what he said already. That's just the truth of it. BMF is just something I haven't really had to use yet, so I just don't remember. I'm not going to intentionally run it into something. I just, for some reason, feel like that is likely result on this adventure that I am on. I'm trying to. So you can see it's up against it's driven itself up against the bumper, so it's kind of lurching into the bumper, and that's kind of the way I do it. Lynn, are you leaving? Lynn says, Heath, as exciting as this is, I'm going to head back over to the hospital, have some news for the missus, and I can tell her I saw and heard you. Yeah, she's been in my thoughts, Lynn. Tell her we're all thinking about her. Dennis explained BMF on a live stream that he did. His Monday morning live streams. Dennis is one of those that has Mondays off, so he started doing a morning live stream on Mondays. And I forget how BMF came up, but oh, that's right. BMF, it like reads the amperage of the voltage on the motor so it knows how fast it's spinning or something. No, you. I don't think there's two Dennises. You, Dennis. Am I like completely screwing people up and like calling people the wrong thing? I hope I'm not calling you. Didn't you explain BMF on your Monday live stream, or am I thinking of a different? Yes, correct. Yes, you. You explained how you understood it as if you were a 5-year-old, and that was good enough for me. I mean, that's all I need to know. This is still, I'm reading the full sheet just so that I can save everything into JMRI, save all of the things. Oh, someone said goodnight to me? Oh, I think they probably made a mistake. It came up because he adjusted the switcher because, his was momentum though, right? I thought he was messing with momentum. And his switcher, he would stop the switcher and it would like keep running for 5 miles. All right, 5 miles is an exaggeration. I'm keeping an eye down here, waiting to see when it stops. But you can see everything here is changing from yellow, which is unknown, to the white, which means it's red the value, or I should say yellow is from file. It's not really unknown. It's just whatever the last thing is. Yep, everyone seems to be saying goodbye to Dennis, although Dennis didn't say he was leaving. Gerald says, I think it's like SWR. Is that the squelch on a CB radio? Oh, CB radio antenna, SWR. I don't know what SWR is. Oh, right. It stopped and changed direction too quickly. That's right. That's right. All right. So here it is. BEMF, back electromotive force. It's a voltage that appears in the opposite direction to current flow as a result of the motor's coils moving relative to a magnetic field. And yes, you adjusted acceleration and deceleration is what you adjusted. All right, so now we said okay, everything's red. Now I'm gonna write this back to 110. Then I'm gonna go back here, and now we're gonna save it to the roster. We're gonna close this. We're gonna go back over here. I'm gonna take this guy. We're gonna throw him up there, and he's off to the races. So that's a good sign. And he seems to be running pretty smooth. This is the first time for this guy out of the box. So it's pretty good. Oh, standing wave ratio? Oh yeah, there you go. Standing wave ratio. See, I don't know these things. See, even I learn on my stream, which I think is a good thing. So I got this guy running. Should I do another one? I mean, do people care enough? I'm basically just gonna do the same thing again. I've got another one I can do it with. Yeah, we were talking about ham radios the other day on Artie's channel. Artie was visiting a model railroader slash ham radio operator, and he had a bunch of antennas and stuff on his roof. The 482 I was using had no decel or acel. Oh, so it had, so you increased the decel. I don't remember what you did. Sparky says, please do one more. I'm almost asleep now. One more should do it. I don't know why, but I'm getting the sense that that's kind of a little jab. I don't know. I think Sparky's saying that I put him to sleep. Cascade Southern's also a ham operator, K1MDR. I still remember mine. I was KC2. I just said I remembered it, and then it just went out of my head. KC2HLT, I believe, was my call sign, but it expired back in like 2013. So unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. And I think if I re-signed up again, I probably wouldn't get the same one. I don't think it's lifetime unless you keep it active. So yeah, Wigwag is K8PEZ. Pez, how did you get Pez for yours? That's pretty cool. Gerald's got a CB on. Oh, so you remember your original one too? Is that is the one you have right now, K1MDR, is that a like a vanity one or whatever I don't know what they call it in ham radio, but I know you can pay to get certain ones or something like that. So this is a Pennsylvania Railroad. We're going to put this guy right here. And we're going to do the same process again. So what's going on is this track back here is currently on the Motorman, which you can't see, but it does say it on the switch. Here's on the Motorman. This is on my DR5000 on the programming track, so I'm able to essentially, do more than one thing at once. It's like almost a real train layout, almost. You can caress the vanity call sign at no cost. So that's pretty cool. You got your general for 35. I got my ham radio when they finally allowed you to get it without having to know Morse code. I think it was like a technician license or something like that. Okay, so new loco. We're going to read from decoder. It's reading CV8, which is the manufacturer ID, and then is going to read CV10, which is the decoder, and it doesn't seem to be reading. Yeah, I think is technician's the entry, right? There you go, technician, general, extra. So I had a technician when I had it. There you go. DCC Wiki is a great resource. It's a really good resource. I don't know why I do it, but if it doesn't read the decoder, I'll go over and just move the locomotive back and forth, and sometimes it'll read again. I don't know why it seems to not be doing anything right now. It says read manufacturer ID, but it's not it liked that other locomotive right away. It does not seem to be liking this one though. Let's do this. So I've had this problem before. Quitting and opening it up seems to work, so we're gonna try closing it out. Cascade says I went into test for technician and passed, so they gave me the option to take general, and I passed that too. Oh, there you go. I knew it would not make extra, so I didn't take it. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. So here we go, new loco. Let's try this again. Oh, see, I should have just stayed where I was. now it's not cooperating. Explorer X says I only have a turkey radio, no ham. I don't know. So I don't remember which ones, but two of these were refurbished and came from BLI's refurbished section. And the other ones came from Train World, had a huge sale, and I got one of them from Train World, but I'm not sure which ones. They didn't, when I bought refurbished ones in the past, they marked them, and for some reason this time they're not marked, so I'm not sure. I don't remember which are which, unfortunately. 39. This might be one of the refurbished ones, but I mean, you would think the refurbished ones would work. Wigwag did the same, took technician in general same day, missed extra by 3 questions. Do they still make you do Morse code? I mean, I guess to get general and extra, you have to do Morse code. Go bananas. I like that. Although I don't like that this is not reading this decoder, because it really should be doing something. Did I? Yeah, programming track. I've got So I've got control over it, but no, programmer in use, of course it says that. Let's try, we can try this. So I'm moving it on to the other part of the track. I'm grabbing a throttle. I'm gonna turn on the track power. Track power off. Oh, there we go. Off, on. Okay, track power's on. Locomotive 00003. All right, so, oh, sorry, I didn't realize. So the locomotive works on 003. So, yeah, I might, Adam saying, yeah, it's 217. I might need to force write 217. Let's, we can try that. So this is how I would force write the thing, and I'm actually going to quit Panel Pro and open it again just so that I don't have any remnants of anything, but we'll try that. Oh, really? Possum Bio has a license to inspect radio communications and radar systems. That's pretty cool. All right, so I go to the roster, I click on new loco, and I go in here to NMRA because I don't have one created. I should probably just create one, but raw CVs 1 through 255 under NMRA. I click open comprehensive, and then I go all the way to the end and scroll down to 217. 217, and we'll write that as 70, and let's see if it'll write. Oh, it wrote. So now we will close this. Close, we won't save it. We'll go new loco, retype from decoder, and nothing. Oh, nope, there it goes, it read. So that's probably the way I should be doing this, and not, that's probably the way I should be doing this. That's the moral of this story. what is it? 9168. And it's a PRR. Road name, PRR. Road number, 9168. Manufacturer, BLI. Model is a NW2. NW2. We'll save that to the roster. We'll go into basic. We will change the active address to long and make it 9168. And we will write changes on sheet. You can also use write CV from the menu up top. Up where? Up here? Single CV programmer. Yeah. Used to test weapon systems. I didn't know that. I used to repair the radar for the F-14D. Wow, this is cool. This is worse than an unboxing. I don't think it gets worse than that, does it really? Maybe it does. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to the motor. We're gonna change these two to 1. Write changes on sheet. Basic speed control. What did I do? 1. I don't remember what I did. I gotta open another one up. I forget already. 125.37. 125.37. So we're changing the basically we're reducing the max speed. That's what I'm doing. Is the bot load? Oh, okay. Here, hold on. If you want to shout out more people, give me a second. Save. Okay, try it with Grandpa Rails now, and we'll have to figure out Split Rock. I don't know what his damage is, but DC conversion enable. We'll change it to NMRA, right? Just for fun. Read full sheet. I don't know if I shouldn't have messed it up. Damage. Yeah, Split Rock, why do you have a space at the end of your name? Now let's go over to the CVs just so that I can save all of this. And we're going to read the full sheet. And then we'll change 217 back to 110. And then we will put that locomotive up on the motorman track and let it run back and forth a little bit and go from there. I need to edit some videos. Train Fest in Meriden, Mississippi is the first to be up, and then Steam Fest in Meriden. Oh, and then Rail Fest in Pensacola. Uh-oh, what did I do? What's the danger, Derek? Did I mess something up? Derek. I blame Sparky for this. If you guys don't like what's happening right now, it's all Sparky's fault. He's the one that made me set up these locomotives. Yeah, it's not really interesting, is it? I mean, you can almost see it lurching if you look close enough. You can see it kind of lurching every once in a while. But it's kind of just reading CVs right now. Yes, this is kind of like painting by numbers. Jim says not yet, but the night is still young. Oh, yes. I got to ride a New Jersey Transit train today. Was that exciting for anybody except for me? The picture, if you look at my thumbnail, the picture is the Northeast Quarter tracks passing through Newark Liberty Airport. So that was, I had to go out to Newark Liberty Airport today. So, exactly, Sparky. Easy fix, pick it up. I don't know what Derek's talking about. What did I break? Did I break something? I don't know what's going on anymore. Sometimes even I confuse myself. Cascades apparently at a hotel room tonight, facing some tracks, so he gets to see VRE and CSX passing my room. I hope your window is nice and clean, and maybe you can take some video out the window as you go. Let's see how many people. Have I bored everybody? Has everybody left yet? I'm just kidding. So this is, and Amtrak. Yes, I see Amtrak, New Jersey Transit. Oh, the lurching. We're talking about the lurching. Gotcha. Gotcha. I see Amtrak, New Jersey Transit, Metro North, all that stuff all the time. So I don't think about them a lot. Andy Estep was joking earlier that I'm on the Amtrak, one of the lines, and like I'm like feet away from it. It's underground, but I'm feet away from it. Don's still here. Apparently, I just woke him up. But we do have the. We're still reading CVs. Changing 217 really makes a big difference on these BLI locomotives. So that is my biggest tip for programming these. Yes, correct. Cascade, the lurching is from JMRI reading or writing to the decoder. It's reading in this case. But yes. Yeah, I actually like doing these kind of things. So Sparky, we talked a little bit about this earlier. The Paragon 4, and apparently with Paragon 3 as well, they have some sort of capacitance to the decoder, and you can adjust the level using CV217. So when CV217 is set at default, which is 110, the capacitance is too high for you to be able to read and write CVs. So one of the recommendations is take CV217. Some people say drop it down to 90, whatever. I drop it down to 70. It just, there's like no ifs, ands, or buts about it working. When you drop it down to 70, it lurches more. So at 110, there's virtually no lurching. 90 a little bit more, 70 a bunch of lurching. So that's how I make it happen. Okay, so everything's okay. So we're gonna go. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna do save to roster. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna take this locomotive. I'm going to move it back to the motorman track, and I'm gonna wake this guy up, and let me grab this other guy and take him off of there, and I will what I say 9168. So we're going to go down here. I know you can't see it, but you can't see it probably because I'm using the wrong camera. So I'm going down here, and I am going to set the address on the motorman to 9168. And theoretically, if I did everything correctly, the locomotive should start moving, and it'll do the motorman thing and just go back and forth and back and forth. So that's kind of how I get the switchers on the layout. You can see those are the switchers I currently have on the layout right now. I did change. Did I change 217 back? Let's We can go here and look. I can't remember if I did or not. I thought I did. I think I changed it back. I probably forgot. You're right. I didn't change it back. 217. I'm a knucklehead. Don't do what I did. We're going to go change it back. Doing too many things at once. Streaming. I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to read chat. I'm in the wrong area. I need to go into the programming track setup. Go here. Go to CVs. Scroll down to 217. Oh, I could have done what Adam said too and just done the single programmer. If I do it here, though, I can save it when I'm done. Don't write full sheet. Don't compare. Here we go. Write changes on sheet. There you go. It wrote. Now I can go back here and save it. Thank you, Adam, for the reminder. That was very helpful. And when I put it back on here, there we go. So we should see it going by maybe in the background in a second. Maybe if I raise this up a little bit, we'll be able to see them go by. Kind of hiding behind the circus train. I don't know if you guys saw this. I did, I keep forgetting to switch cameras. There he goes. Now you see him going by. He'll be back in a little bit. I posted this to my community page, but this is the track cleaner from Scotty's Model Shop. And you just put, these are little microfiber cloths. And this is from cleaning just the main line right before the stream tonight. So you can see how much, and no cleaning fluid, no nothing, just the microfiber cloth dry. And this is how much dirt it picked up on that main line. So it was really interesting to me to see how much it was able to pick up. Let's helping it make the turn. It just had a little bit of trouble getting itself together. Oh, it's getting stuck sometimes on the turnouts, but it kind of goes. Everything in a New York City apartment is filthy. That is so true. I've got air filter down here and everything, but it's still just everything. It just lands on it. Yes, if you follow what I do, you will learn exactly what not to do. That is very true. Jim, I don't clean it that often. I use the Noax ID and try and just kind of let it go. But when I start having, oh, this guy's stuck again. When I start having things get stuck and whatnot, I change it. What's going to help is these switchers, they go decently over the Pico track with the frogs not powered, but I definitely need to power the frogs. I think it'll run a lot better once the frogs are powered, especially over on this side over here. It seems to get stuck every once in a while, but yeah, you can say, I mean, it runs pretty well considering I just pulled it out of the box and programmed it. So now I've got 4 switchers, all different numbers, 3 different railroads. Most of them are PRR locomotives, but I'm glad I got these up on the track though. I think it's kind of fun that where those 3 are parked right now is going to be my engine terminal. I'm going to have 2 pits cut in right here with an engine house over this stuff with some windows in here. So that's where things will get repaired or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, so that's that, and that's how I program my BLI locomotives. It might be right, it might be wrong. CV217, remember it, love it, you know, do that stuff. I do think this is going to be a fun layout to operate. I am very fortunate. I was able to meet somebody, and I think on December 4th, it looks like I might get to go to my first ops session. So I will learn things that I can bring back and then operate on my own layout. There's the switcher going by in the background. So as that switcher goes by, I'm going to say, from the city that never sleeps, farewell, model citizens.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.